Hey everybody, how you doing? Stu here again. Quick video here. I hope it's quick. I'm sorry my videos run long. I'm trying to cut it down. I should run scripted, but I don't. I just kind of go seat in my pants here. I had a recent issue with my Ford Lightning, a no start. Okay, so I've had this truck for a little over 2 years. It's got 65,000 kilometers. I think that's 40,000 miles ish. As you know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I guess I'm a fan, if you will, of these vehicles, electric vehicles. This truck, in my opinion, is the best F-150 Ford ever built. I've had F-150s for the better part of 40 years. I'm a mechanic. That's just how it is, okay? Anyway, we're not going to go down that road, but I had a problem with this. And so I tell the good, the bad, and the ugly here. So this is the first time this truck let me down. And what happened was I had left it turned on a couple days ago. It was very warm. I was visiting someone, and I think the truck shuts off after 30 minutes, I believe, unless you set the timer differently or something. Anyway, when I came out, the truck was off, no big deal. Went to leave, pushed the on button, no. It gave me a full accessory power warning, which just means that you're on accessory power. It's not powering from the main traction battery. It's only powering off the 12-volt system. And then there was a red warning come up, which said stop vehicle immediately. And it was a little red truck with an exclamation mark. I didn't know what that was all about. As a former mechanic, I sort of like to understand my vehicles, and frankly, I was perplexed by this. I tried to see if the 12-volt battery might be low or dead. I got a booster pack or a boost, connected it up. The power windows were working, the screens were working, everything seemed to be working normally, which would kind of tell me that there was power in the battery, the 12-volt system. And of course, when we boosted that, it should have, supplied everything it needed. I don't think the battery was actually low at all. And eventually I did wind up testing it and it was okay. So anyway, there we go. The truck wouldn't go. So I wound up calling roadside assistance, getting a flat deck to come and take the truck to the dealer. And the dealer called me the next day and said they'd look at it when they can, of course, and that might be in a few days, I don't know. So I decided I would go to the dealer and remove the 12-volt battery. Everything I could find online was pointing towards that as the problem. So I charged the battery fully and I load tested it, and then I did an electronic test. So mechanics will understand that. But basically I verified the battery was sound. And so I just took that battery back to the dealership this evening, and I put the battery back in where it belonged, made sure all the connections were clean, all that sort of thing. The battery's fully charged, everything's good, and no difference. Same thing, same warning lights, same red truck, exclamation mark, stop vehicle, same. And for some reason, my frunk had also stopped working, which made no sense to me. I couldn't make a connection between the frunk and the issue with the no start. And again, everything worked, the battery's up, we all know that. So I figured I was going to leave it there for the dealer to deal with whenever they got to it. And it just happened that I brought a scanner with me. Just a little OBD2 scanner that plugs in a dongle, basically, that goes to my phone and operates right with what's this, car scanner, I believe is the system I've got. Doesn't matter, just an inexpensive scanner. And sure enough, up come all these codes. There must have been, 10 codes in this thing. And one of them had to do with how to word it, something along the lines of improper shutdown. And so I decided I would erase all the codes. Now, I'd already had the battery out of the thing for a couple of days. I would have thought the codes might have erased there, but they didn't. So I erased the codes. Put the clear button, codes cleared, and turned the truck on and drove away. Yeah, turned the truck on and drove away. I can't tell you. When I cleared the codes, that seemed to be the denominator I needed. The truck turned on fine, and my frunk worked. It hadn't like 5 minutes earlier. So I can't imagine if that's coincidental. I drove the truck around town a bit. Seems to be working fine. I did leave it at the dealership for now, and I will check on it again tomorrow. But I guess from now on, I'm going to be carrying that little dongle scanner with me. It just links to my phone. And if I have that issue again, I will certainly be clearing those codes. Again, I don't know that that's what caused it. It's kind of a unique position for me. I'm a mechanic by trade, or I was for 20-odd years. I usually understand the machine that I'm working at, or the vehicle. I wasn't. I was as helpless as a lamb with this particular vehicle the other day. I didn't really have a solution for anything. Even to put the truck into neutral is a challenge. I know what to do now, but you have to put both feet, one in the brake, one in the gas, push to the floor. Then there's a little button on the shifter you can push. It'll allow you to put the truck into neutral for, I think, 30 minutes, so you can load it on a flat deck or whatever. Again, all new to me too. So I just thought I'd put it out there. I still like the truck, you know, but it's unfortunate I had this incident. Still, you can have an issue with any vehicle. And Ford's had this problem actually not just with the Lightning. There are lots of gas Ford F-150s that have had this no start and the warning light or whatever. Okay, I'm done. That's been long enough. I just want to put that out there. If you're having this problem, if your Lightning will not turn on, if you're getting the accessory power maximum warning and that red stop truck, stop vehicle warning, and you can't do anything, and I don't know why my front wouldn't work. That's still kind of perplexing me. But at the end of the day, it turned out to be, I believe, just a matter of those codes in the computer needed to be cleared. Anything changes, I'll let you know. That's all for now. Have a good day. Bye.